Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today I'm going to be unboxing 3 Maison Alhambra fragrances, including one from the Zaffiro collection, Regale. So let's jump into it. All right, we are back with another unboxing first impressions video of 3 Maison Alhambra fragrances that I recently picked up as part of a larger hauls from Fragrance Buy and Perfume Online. Links will be down in the description if you decide you want to check any of these fragrances out. Also have some coupon codes. Save yourself $5 off your first purchase at both of those discounters if you decide you want to shop with them. 3 Maison Alhambras. I'm pretty excited. I like me a good Maison Alhambra, so let's quit screwing around and let's get into it. All right, kicking things off from Maison Alhambra, we have Versinia Oro. Versinia? How's that spelled? Versencia? I don't know. Who cares? Picked this up for $20 at Perfume Online, and I really don't know anything about this fragrance, to be quite honest. I have my suspicions of what this is going to smell like, but let's find out, shall we? All right, there we have the box presentation for Varsenia Oros. Pretty straightforward cardboard box. It does have a familiar packaging to it, but let's get to the bottle. All right, so there we have the bottle presentation for Varsenia Oro, or however you pronounce that. Nice thick glass bottle to this. So again, a little on the familiar side. It's hard to see, but it's got kind of a rimmed pattern along the edges, very similar to another fragrance. Cap on this, pretty lightweight plastic, and the atomizer on this sucker. Decent atomizer on this will definitely get the job done. But what does this smell like? So right off the jump, just smelling this in the air, my suspicions were true. It's mint, it's got some apple that's in there, has some tonka that's in the air as well, a little bit of citrus as well. So let's get this on paper and let me confirm what I think this is. Yeah, opens with a really nice mint, this green apple style of apple that's in there, some lemon and some tonka that's pushing forward right away, little vanillic as well. So this has definitely got that Versace Eros style of DNA for sure. Really nice mint note that's in the top here, a very like fresh, spicy, refreshing, like cooling when you smell it style of mint that's coming through. And the green apple punches through a little bit, adding a nice like tart, sour, sweet accord that goes onto it. That lemon punches things up a bit, and that tonka, a little bit of ambroxan and some vanilla that's coming through. Very bubblegummy, sweet, that style that's coming through with those vanilla touches and that fresh, spicy mint. Very, very nice, and this is undeniably a Versace Eros style of fragrance. So pretty nice for a $20 fragrance. I have to say this is a pretty good dupe. I would say it's not even a twist. This is a pretty good clone of that Versace Eros DNA, but let's skip to the dry down, see what happens. All right, back with the dry down of Maison Alhambra's Varsenia Oro. In about an hour, let this settle down, do its own thing. Hasn't changed a whole lot, still pretty much that same style of Versace Eros clone. A little bit more woods is poked through, but it's still got that kind of minty bubblegum, tad of vanilla style of fragrance that's going on to this. It's Versace Eros, the EDT version. I'm finding this is more so than the Parfum versions that have come out. And I'm a little bit more familiar with the EDT, and that's pretty much what I'm getting from this fragrance. Not as smooth, not as high quality as the Versace, obviously, for a $20 fragrance. That's what you'd probably expect, but a pretty decent clone of this. This is, you know, it's again, not super high quality. It's not blowing me away. But if you're looking for that Versace Eros style of DNA, if you're looking for that scent profile and save yourself a few bucks, this might be worth it. I'm gonna get this on skin, test it out, see how it performs. It's not jumping off the paper right now, so I'm a little skeptical, but I'll have to get back to you guys, let you know, do a full review. But so far, Versace Eros clone. That's Maison Alhambra's Varsenia Oro. All right, next up from the house of Maison Alhambra, we have JeanLo Nouveau. I picked this up for $27, and I've seen a few of these around. This will be my first experience with the JeanLo, however you want to pronounce that. First experience with these. I haven't heard too much about them, so let's dig in, shall we, and see what we're dealing with. All right, so there we have the box presentation for Maison Alhambra's JeanLo Nouveau. Pretty straightforward cardboard box, but it does open up a little unusual, a little added pizzazz, if you will, and it's revealing even more packaging in here. So we have our Nice kind of metal tube with some paper covering on it. A little bit of a nice texture on that. It's got like kind of a wood grain texture pattern, if the camera can pick that up. So nice presentation. This was a little rough in transit there, UPS. It got some kind of dent in it, but it is what it is. And then we slide that off to reveal our bottle that's sitting inside. This is a nice looking bottle, actually. Pretty standard, straightforward. Kind of has that Hugo Boss style of bottle to it. I'm not sure how this, oh, there's the cap like that. Cap comes up, ooh, it's magnetic. Extra points for a magnetic cap there, Maison Alhambra. You know how to tickle my fancy. And atomizer on this bad boy. Decent atomizer, will definitely get the job done. What does this smell like? So right out the gate, just smelling that from testing that atomizer. It's got this very saffron leather touch of oud, a little bit of rosiness to it. Has this kind of sharpness to it in the air as well. There's like a almost kind of a smokiness going on to this, but very leathery at this moment. So let's get this on paper, see what we're dealing with. Yeah, this is a very like bold, masculine style of fragrance here. It's a very leather forward fragrance, has that saffron oud, a little touch of rose. I could smell the rose a little bit more in the air than I can on paper. And it almost has a little bit of booziness to it at the same point. Like there's something in there that gives you that kind of that booze accord, a little bit of touches of green that are in here as well. I don't know what, it almost has a little bit like of this wine sort of vibe going on with that boozy note. Like I said, it's oud, it's leather, it's saffron, but it's almost got like this wine sort of booziness going on to it, like a red wine almost. A little bit more wood starting to poke through, a very dry style of wood, a touch of spice that's in there. There's no real sweetness I'm really picking up from this at the moment. Like I said, it's very much a bold, masculine, almost dark style of fragrance at this point. So it's quite interesting. I'm not sure if this is gonna be my cup of tea, to be quite honest, but we'll have to get to the dry down, see what we're dealing with. All right, we're back with the dry down of Maison Alhambra's JeanLo Nouveau. It's been around an hour, let this settle down, do its own thing. This has settled down a little bit. That opening was a little bit wild for me. The notes were all kind of competing with each other. There was like a bit of a struggle there to see who was going to be the main player in this, but now this is kind of settled down. It's smoothed out quite nice. It's got a very luxurious, kind of elegant, like sophisticated sort of scent profile going on to it. The oud in this has got like a woody oud sort of vibe going on to it, but like there's a little hint of like almost an animalic sort of vibe going on. I'm not sure if it's a little bit of saffron that's also mixing in there, just giving it just a little bit of a unique style of oud. Definitely get some leatheriness that's in here. There is some spice, but there's also these little touches of these like gourmand sweet notes that are in there. They're really tucked behind, but they're just kind of balancing things off a bit. That boozy sort of accord that I was picking up, that kind of wine style of booze, that's fallen off. I don't pick that up. That was in the opening. That's maybe what was kind of a little off-putting perhaps. And there are also some florals here. It's got a little bit of a rosy kind of edge to this. This could be a beast mode performer. This did fill up the room. This is the first thing I smelled when I walked back in here after an hour. So this could be a potential beast mode fragrance. Whether I'm gonna like it, not sure, but it could be something you guys enjoy. I'll have to get back to you on that. That's Maison Alhambra's JeanLo Nouveau. All right, last, but hopefully not least, we got one from the Zaffiro collection, and that's Maison Alhambra's Regale. Now I scooped this up for $30 at Fragrance Buy, Perfume Online, one of the two. Link will be down in the description. Don't know much about this. I know this series is for the most part clones of Thamine fragrances. I'm not really familiar with those ones, so let's just dig into this, find out what we're dealing with. All right, there we have the box presentation for Maison Alhambra's Zaffiro collection Regale. Nice thick cardboard box. Has some nice patterns on the front. Kind of a glossy pattern there, some nice shimmery gold necessaries on the back, and it is a slide out style of box. Oh, we got even more of a show here, and then it does open up like so. Look at that, that's nice and fancy for 30 bucks. Kind of a velvety little bed that it sits in, so box presentation on that. Top marks for that, they didn't cut any corners with that. And then the bottle on this, nice, thick, heavy glass to this. Name of the fragrance right up top there. Cap on this is a wood cap. It is an actual wood cap, but overall pretty lightweight wood cap to this. And the atomizer on this bad boy. Nice atomizer. Sprays halfway across the room actually. But what does this smell like? So right out the gates, just smelling this in the air from testing that atomizer. This is a really nice fragrance so far. Got some saffron, some like white floral jasmine that's in there, a little bit of sweetness, that maybe like a vanilla, and a little bit of spice that's in here. I'm enjoying this in the air so far. Let's get this on paper and dig in. Yeah, so right off the jump, this is a very unique fragrance. I am enjoying this quite a bit. It's like this dirty, kind of wet, dark style of patchouli and saffron that's playing together, but there's this cardamom that's in there, giving it some nice spice, a little touch of sweetness, and again, with a little bit of jasmine that's poking through, that's kind of intermingling with all those notes. So I can't tell if this is trying to go to like a dark, bold fragrance, or if it's just kind of be more of a spicy style of fragrance with some saffron. It's very unique at this point, but I am digging it. It's got a bit of an animalic touch to it, so I believe it's coming from that saffron patchouli that's kind of intermingling together. It's a little bit musky, but it's also got those spices and those kind of floral touches that adding some sweetness. So a little animalic, a little touches of floral sweetness, some spice that's sitting on there. This is very interesting. I think I'm enjoying this. Yeah, as this is opening up, it's starting to kind of settle in a little bit more, and that sweetness is coming forward just a little bit more. So it is kind of pulling back that dirty earthiness just so much with that saffron as well. And that sweetness is coming forward just enough. So this is starting to kind of balance out a little bit more towards that sweet side. A little bit of vanilla that's starting to poke through as well, adding to that sweetness. So I think I'm digging this one so far. This kind of took me on a bit of a wild ride in the first 5 minutes here, but let's skip to the dry down, see how this settles in, how it develops, and we'll go from there. All right, back with the dry down of Maison Alhambra's Zaffiro Regale. It's been about an hour, let this settle down, do its own thing. The dry down on this, I like a lot. This has changed quite a bit, not a whole lot, but it's changed enough for me to really pick up on the sweetness that's come forward more in this one. So it's got almost kind of a fruity sweetness that's there, but it still has some woods that are there, little touches of saffron and the patchouli. So it's still got a little bit of that earthiness, but it's not as dark or as kind of dirty as I was picking up in the very initial opening of this fragrance. A little bit more of that vanilla's come through, the musk has come through, and I'm not sure if that fruity accord is coming from that jasmine, rose, and maybe even that cardamom spice that's coming through. A little bit of sweetness from the cardamom spice. It's got this kind of like sweet chai sort of vibe mixed with like almost like a strawberry style of fruitiness. It's not too heavy. I think maybe not the hot summer heat, but I think this would be a good fall style of fragrance. But I'm gonna have to get this on skin. I'm gonna test the performance. Definitely do a full review on this one because I'm pretty excited about this one. This one smells fantastic to me. So have to get back to you guys, let you know about it, but I'm enjoying it. That's Maison Alhambra's Zaffiro Regale. All right, so there you have it. It's my first impressions of 3 new Maison Alhambra fragrances that I recently picked up in a haul. But I want to hear from you guys. What are some other Maison Alhambra fragrances that I need to check out, that I need to do a first impressions unboxing video for? Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting your different recommendations, your hidden gems, your different tastes and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.